Assalamualaikum everyone. I'm your host for today, NURUL and welcome to our seminar on transformative journey of Bank Islam Malaysia Berhad. So we have our 5 incredible panelists and also expert guests from Bank Islam Senawang, Sir Muhammad Hazri Effendi bin Roslan, the Operation Officer. Today we will explore on how changes have been constained for thriving Bank Islam, progress since its establishment in 1983, from embracing Sharia principles to adapting to the modern technology. So our tagline is transform for better future, is how changes is not just necessity but a pathway to a brighter future. So stay engaged and let's embark to the enlightenment journey of the transformation.
First of all, what triggers change in Bank Islam organization is reputation pressure due to a common initial perception among non-Muslim that the bank exclusively caters to Muslim customers. This perception not lead non-Muslim to believe that the bank services may not be suitable for them, potentially limiting the bank's market reach and growth opportunities. To elevate this pressure and expand its appeal, Bank Islam may feel compelled to change its image, marketing, and services to convey a more inclusive approach. By doing so, the bank aims to dispel the notion of exclusivity and create a more welcoming image for individuals of all backgrounds. In essence, the trigger for change lies in the recognition that negative perception can impact the bank reputation and hinder its ability to attract a diverse clientele. Adapting to a more inclusive approach becomes a strategic response to the pressure, enabling the bank to not only retain its existing customer, but also expand and thrive in a competitive financial landscape. Second, growth pressure is also one of the triggers for change in the organization of Bank Islam. The growth pressure at Bank Islam is intricately linked to the employee's mindset regarding optimal customer service and the prevailing organizational mentality. When employees lack a customer-centric approach and the prevailing organizational mentality hinders urgency, it creates a barrier to adapting to changing customer needs. This in turn triggers the need for change as the existing mindset and culture impede the bank's ability to respond effectively to evolving market dynamic and foster sustainable growth. Furthermore, the financial crisis in 2006 impacted Bank Islam because it created low conditions for all banks. There were problems like less demand for services and it can increase risk. For Bank Islam, these challenges become growth pressure, making it harder to expand and stay profitable. This crisis forced the bank to rethink its strategies, manage risk better, and adapt to the difficult economic situation to ensure stability and future growth. I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you for the answer. And we have our second.
To Ms. Rafiqah. Next, how do we relate it with the relevant chapters of managing change? So for the first, we can relate it with the forces of the organization changes in chapter 1. The changes of the organization basically divided into two, which are external and internal factors. Bank Islam changed because of these both factors. The changes of management and also the changes that they also can attract the other religion to use their services. This is for the state to able to survive towards the market demands, where they need to be adapt with the new changes, like what have been explained. Before the changes, Bank Islam have faced the bankruptcy, where the market declining pressures are normal in their statistic. In their management. This is because they are just focused on their visions as Muslim product and the other religions are adopting to use Bank Islam. So after the changes, they have conveyed and persuade the other religions to use Bank Islam as the transformation into more user friendly, which all the religions can use the services.
Assalamualaikum, Mr. Hazri. My name is ZULKAPLI. My first question is, as an officer, what are the obstacles you face in going through every change that happened in Bank Islam, and how do you and Bank Islam face any changes?
Digital banking lah. Dan sekarang antara cabaran yang terbesar dekat kami dekat cawangan adalah untuk kita yang pertama lah dari segi internal, daripada segi staff. Orang lama, itu antara salah satu. Orang lama ni dia susah sikit untuk adapt dengan digital banking yang melibatkan internet dan sebagainya lah. Bagi tahu pelanggan-pelanggan kita yang dah berusia, maknanya pelanggan yang umur lebih kurang dalam 50 dan ke atas lah, yang diorang susah untuk akses kita punya digital banking. Dan yang ketiga, orang yang tak nak. Ada juga orang tak nak, orang muda ada yang tak nak lah dengan perubahan yang berlaku ke bank Islam terutamanya.
For the last question, I want to ask, how many non-Muslims start using Islamic bank?
Non-Muslim ni dia ada dua. Yang pertama, student yang diwajibkan untuk buka akaun bank Islam. Itu yang pertama. Yang keduanya kita panggil, kalau conventional banking dia panggil fixed deposit. Fixed deposit ni kita panggil dia simpanan tetap lah. Ini adalah dua perkara yang menyebabkan non-Muslim akan terlibat samalah dengan bank Islam. Macam student tadi, dia akan buka akaun bank Islam untuk terima tajaan beasiswa atau pinjaman PTPTN. Itu untuk non-Muslim yang muda-muda lah. Kalau yang banyak duit ni, dia orang akan suka dengan produk fixed deposit. Tapi kalau dekat bank kita panggil dia term deposit tawaruh ataupun panggil wafia investment account. Itu adalah simpanan tetap yang ada di bank Islam lah. Itu antara kita punya core produk yang menyebabkan non-Muslim, contoh macam Chinese ataupun Indian yang suka produk bank Islam. Penggunaan ni kalau kata 100 student yang buka akaun bank Islam, 100 akan gunakan kita punya internet banking.
As according to the operation officer by Mr. Hazri Effendi of Bank Islam Senawang, he stated that there were a lot of non-Muslim users such as Indians and Chinese in using the Bank Islam application. For instance, if there were 100 students uses the Bank Islam application, 100 accounts of Bank Islam are open and being used. Moreover, the total transaction of Bank Islam from the various ways of delivery system from traditional to the modern ways are also continuously carried out through efficiently planned system to cater the customer needs in more effective way.
So thank you all for actively participating in this discussion on Bank Islam Berhad transformative journey. So we have discovered the triggers, changes implemented, the impact and all for the Bank Islam to transform into the better future. Bank Islam has emerged as a leader in Islamic banking through its transformative efforts and sustained successful future in their ongoing commitment towards the changes. So as we can conclude, let's recognize the journey that doesn't end here is a continuous evolution. Bank Islam courage to embrace significant changes for its survival. So thank you once again for your engagement, and let's look forward to the continuous success and innovation of Bank Islam Berhad Malaysia. From Farah Fatihah, how does Bank Islam adapt its service to the latest technology to meet the customer needs?
Thank you for the question, Farah Fatihah. Bank Islam adapt its services to the latest technology by introducing digital platform, online banking and mobile application. This enables customers to access financial services more easily and conveniently, reflecting Bank Islam's commitment to addressing current needs and the growing trends of the usage of society.
So we have our next question from Athirah. So why do you think it is important to rebrand the logo? So we have our next question from Athirah. So why do you think it is important to rebrand the logo?
Okay, thank you, Ms. Alia, for the question. To answer your question, rebranding and rebuild logo is very important as it will save the reputation of a company, to attract new users and to avoid any false perception. For instance, Bank Islam revolutionized its logo in order to respond towards change as there were false perception from non-Muslims. As a result from the rebranding logo, it helped Bank Islam to continue thrive until the present day and able to attract many users whether Muslims or non-Muslims. That is all from me. I hope you have a better understanding.